Okay, we get it. You gave me sports so we can talk about wrestling every week. I get it. I finally understand.
That's not necessarily why, but, like, it helps.
Stop bullshitting.
I do think that's the glory of not having a theme. Like, not being like, oh, yes, this is a comic book podcast. We can literally just talk about whatever, do whatever. NXT about to have another banger.
I is sleeping.
What is What If We Care?
I watched some of What If, season 3.
Some of, or you finished it?
I watched some of. I was possibly going to finish it.
What is the obligatory cool photo, and why is there nothing there?
Wait.
I love that you put half of the docket in Spanish. Oh, wait, that video.
It's literally just the one thing, and that was it. Because it was Del Wrestling to Super Dupes to Sports Ball, and I didn't know what to do for...
I read to Super Dupers as if it was Spanish. I thought that was in Spanish. I'm so stupid. De Super Dupers. Oh my god, somebody save me. Is there anything that's happening? Myles Garrett hasn't been traded. Whoa, is that true? I've had some retirements. Wow, Keanu Neal's retiring. What the hell?
That's a genuine reaction.
He's a good safety. He's only like 29. Oh, well that's sad. Oh, looks like they're going to try to ban Tush Push.
Again?
Yep, they've reworded how that's done, and they want to modify the rules against it, I guess.
Like, obviously I'm probably biased, but I feel like I'd be more for hearing a ban out if a bunch of other teams were able to pull it off. It just feels like a skill issue to me.
Yeah, I just think it's dangerous. If we're going to penalize, if you're not allowed to hit the receiver coming across the field, I wouldn't want to be the center. I wouldn't want to be the defensive tackle on the line of the tush push. I just think it's dangerous. We've banned dangerous plays before. We continue to penalize it, make it more offense-oriented. It's just, I think it's even if it's not an Eagle, if it's a different team that tries to do it, that center gets pinned at the bottom and breaks his neck and then is paralyzed or, God forbid, he dies. It's not safe and it's not good. And you can ask Jason Kelsey, all he says is like, it's the worst play. I hate doing it. It's horrible. Eventually it'll go wrong. Eventually something bad's going to happen. I don't want it to get to that point that we ban it.
It's nice hearing an actual level take. Obviously I'm not deep in it, but like I don't think I've heard the actual, well, it can be dangerous and all this stuff about it. No one said that.
It's just not good for the linemen. And you know what, I'll defend the linemen all day.
Yeah, people have just said it's not fair if only one team can hit it, which, like, skill issue. But the actual safety regarding
that doesn't make any sense. That's like saying we had to ban the three-pointer because the Warriors were just so good at it. And it was such a, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Just because somebody's good doesn't mean you can ban something. That is effectively your stance is then correct. Skill issue, get better. But I genuinely just think it's dangerous. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do about that. Maybe it'll get passed. This is I think the second or third time. So maybe it'll get passed this time. But you have Saquon and Jalen Hurts, you'll still figure out a way to get 2 yards.
Just do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, just do a regular QB sneak.
Well, I was just going to say we just launched Saquon Barkley out of a cannon.
Yeah, that's facts, too.
That'll move it 2 yards.
It does mean chocolate milk. That's why I'm so confused. Why are we talking about chocolate milk?
With the amount that this bitch has been drinking lately.
Leave me alone.
Stop. You like chocolate milk? Or you a chocolate
I like
milk?
chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk or Yoo-hoo?
Chocolate milk.
What brand of chocolate milk?
Currently Aldi's.
That's just what she buys. I don't know. I like True Moo. I don't know.
Ew.
I like them all.
Send this man to hell.
You really chose
like...
True Moo chocolate milk over Yoo-hoo?
You would take True... Whoa, yeah. I didn't even think about that.
First of all...
What about Nesquik, man?
Nesquik's good. Nesquik is good.
I
don't like you.
All charges are
specifically. I don't like you.
True Moo is disgusting. Probably because Regional would serve it to us lukewarm.
Yeah, in fact, that was the... I didn't have X. I didn't go to Regional, but...
That was the lunch milk that we got. That was not cold.
That was the old DG milk. DG had True Moo.
I never drank the milk from... Well, I stopped drinking the milk.
Like, I was poor and I was hungry, so I was going to.
I mean... Oh, I guess...
Oh, yeah?
I guess you had reduced lunch.
I had free lunch because we were so bored.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't get any of that, so I would be given the money allowance of like, this is how much money you need for lunch for the entire week, and at some point I would just buy 2 Arizonas and like 5 cookies from the snack bar, and that
Best
would be
believe
my
I was
lunch.
fucking up that nacho boat.
Oh, except
Wait. So your parents gave you money
Yeah.
for the week?
Yeah.
I'd embezzle the fuck out of that shit. I just wouldn't eat.
Yeah, I could
just-
have. I absolutely could have.
Yeah, I would.
But like,
Mom knew I was too resourceful. She would never do. She said, "I'll pack your lunch." You stupid bitch.
but
Never gave me a cosmic brownie either. She would buy them shit. Bro, I don't know where the fuck they went. She would buy them shits, and then they were never in my lunch. And then the box was empty. I feel like that. You know the fucking picture of that fucking cat thing? He's like, that was me every time. Where did the chocolate brownies go? And then the little bites. Man.
You have now regretted.
I'm sorry. I
Made me
popped
regret
off. I'm not going to get
turning
that
the
dedicated
key
and upset about anything else. Just she fucking stole my cosmic brownies.
I don't remember if she handed me the money or if she filled the account. She might have did both at different points in time.
Wild.
Yeah, I would have been embezzling that shit.
I know when I was like little at Hoopball Crest, she just did the account.
How much was it for a week? Do you remember?
All right, give me a minute. I can get you the answer. I think she gave me $13. I want to say it was
$13 a week.
I want to say it was $2.50 every day. So it would have been $12.50.
That would have been a new Pokemon game in a month, bitch. Damn, I would have.
Yeah, but I would have to not eat for a month.
No, you just eat when you get home. You just be hungry at school. We were poor. We were used to being hungry.
Yeah.
And then I still got fat. Do you know how crazy that is? Went to Philly 2 days ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I went clubbing.
I'm even more sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I went with Dane and everybody.
Yeah.
God, I am old.
Yeah,
I hate it.
I did that once with them.
Yeah, the DJ, but this is the problem because we went to Woody's before, and the music was bumping. There was Usher. They played Gasolina. I was shaking ass, right? We went this time. We went this time. Shit sucked. We went to Dolphins or whatever it was. The DJ was horrible. No, I could only shake ass for like 45 seconds at a time where he would play, and he had this horrible house beat behind every song, and it pissed me off. Then they played, what is that fucking song by Nirvana? Like, you know that song?
Smells like
Smells
Teen
like
Spirit.
Yeah, it smells like, yeah. They had that with a house beat behind it. I'm like, turn this bullshit. I went and sat down, I was mad as hell. And then I had a headache, and I had been up since 5 in the morning because I work on Saturdays. Yeah. I was like, bruh, get me out of here, bro. Let's go catch the 12:30 train. Not the 1 o'clock. I'm out. And then we left. That shit sucked. I hated it. And now I got to go back and do it again for our friend's birthday. They want to go out again. I'm like, all right, I got to go. Got to be a team player.
Yeah, I don't.
I hate whoever that is that I sent to, that I told you I hated. I hate his voice.
Miles Bourne.
I hate him. Everything about him. I hate the way he walks. I hate the way he talks. I hate the way that he dresses. I hate the way that he be sneak this. And I'm sorry.
He's one of the ones that's facing the Hardys on Tuesday, tomorrow.
Great. That's fine.
They might win. They probably won't.
Why does he talk like that?
I don't know.
Because he doesn't talk like that in real life. There's no way.
I mean, I don't know that for a fact.
I just want to, like, punch him.
That's probably the video you saw was them challenging them.
Yes, that's exactly what I saw.
I don't think there's any videos of them going around.
I hate
It felt so random.
I hate it. I just wanted you to know that you were my wrestling guy. I want you to know I hate this guy. He's now my least favorite wrestler. He has bumped my least favorite wrestler up. I officially hate him more than I hate Nia Jax.
Okay.
And it took him 30 seconds. 30 seconds is all he needed. I hate him.
Sounds like an effective heel.
No, because I don't even hate him as a heel. I just hate him as a being.
It was such a weird thing because I get the notification from you and I look down and it just says I hate Miles Bourne. And I'm just like, surely he can't mean the random NXT tag team guy.
That's exactly what I meant, man. Fuck that guy.
And I was like, how are you even aware of this guy? You don't
I'm
watch
aware of
NXT?
more than you think I am.
Yeah, but like he's lower mid card NXT.
That's cool.
Like,
Hey, what if I started watching NXT?
then maybe
For Giabrazzi de Bromo, or whatever the guy you told me about last week.
Tony D'Angelo.
Tony D'Angelo, that's my boy.
Then maybe after a month you would have seen Miles Bourne once. Like,
You tell me when Tony D'Angelo is going to be on TV and I'll watch it.
well, he's currently in kayfabe out with injury,
Okay, then I'm not watching.
but he's the champion, so I assume he'd be back soon. He'll probably be at Roadblock, I would assume, or he would return at Roadblock. It's the one that's at MSG that we're going to.
Madison Square Garden.
Oh, sorry.
Welcome to the garden.
The theater at MSG,
Oh.
which is kind of like MSG. It's like Diet MSG. Like, it still counts, but doesn't.
MSG Zero.
MSG half.
Crystal MSG.
Crystal MSG.
Oh.
I'm excited that show's going to be really good.
I hope it is. When is it?
It's March 11th. It's the night after the Raw at MSG.
At 8th is that I gotta go back out again. Yeah, that's when they want to go back out for our friend's birthday. Yeah. Oh my god, I gotta go in like... What is it, like the 25th or something? That's coming up quick. I don't want to go. But apparently it's a nerd place, so... I don't know. I don't know where we're actually going. I just know we're going out again. All I know is I ain't driving. If I'm lying, I'm flying, you know.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to... Oh my god. My calves are done. Yeah, that's how I knew I've put on weight. When I was shaking ass. My legs were like, you can't... we have to sit down. I can't stop. Like, I love dancing. I'm a dancing fool. Yeah. Dancing queen, as some may say. But my legs just gave up. Like, I was just locking up. And then it was like, just my top half moving. I was like, damn. I gotta leave the dancing before the dancing leaves me. I gotta lose the weight. I gotta come back and I gotta come out of retirement. Gasolina. Are you ready? Are we intro? Do you need an intro?
Yeah, I mean...
This is an intro! Welcome to the intro of the show, where we intro the show. Introducing my intro partner, Zach. Get introed, idiot.
Hey!
So I got one question for you this week.
Is it the same one as every other week?
No.
Okay.
Yes. How are you doing?
Roll credits.
I'm
I'm doing good. I feel like we don't have anything to talk about.
I said that. And you yelled at me.
Yeah, but you didn't say it while the microphone was live.
Okay, that's facts. Bruh. Low-key, I think I might be in love.
Oh, God. Is this a Singaporean chick?
No.
Okay.
No, I think... this is going to sound crazy and make me sound really, I think, self-absorbed, but, like, my charm doesn't come across if you're not American. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So, like, she seems very into me, but it's just, like, I can just see this being a chore, and it's all I can remember is the stuff with Chris, and I'm like, yeah, I think this is going to be again, but it's... all that being said, it's a girl in Maryland. I remember I was here, and I was just swiping on... Tinder or Hinge or whatever I was on, and I think it was when I was here is when I matched with her, and then I'm like, damn, I'm like almost 2 hours away, but I talked to her and it's like it's like the female me, but it's nice. She's really cool. She's really funny, really self-aware, which is really nice. So nice, Kobe. So yeah, I might be in love. Might leave it in. So
Might leave it in.
I'm kidding.
R.I.P.
What were we about to get into? I'm sorry.
I don't know.
XFL. I fell in love.
XFL? That doesn't exist anymore. They merged.
The XFL does not. No, it is the USFL.
Well, no, it merged with the USFL. Now it's just
The UFL, right? Yeah.
Which I'm all for. I don't watch it, but I don't watch.
I'm gonna pick a team this year, and I'm gonna follow.
Yeah, I just like more leagues in professional sports can
Yes.
only be a good thing.
Yes, more men's leagues is great.
And, more women's leagues can
As
also
soon as
be
they
great.
get entertaining, I want all of them.
I'm so unsure to leave that in from last time.
I stand on what I said, and I'll stand on it whenever anybody asks me. As soon as the product is entertaining, I'll watch.
Yeah.
It's the same rule that stands for all the men's leagues.
Yeah.
So I guess I shouldn't say more men's leagues, please, because there's plenty of men's leagues that are boring as hell. So just, if your product is entertaining, I'll watch it. So more leagues with entertaining sports. I don't need more boring sports.
I don't know. I want you know what I want from American professional sports.
Is the blacks versus whites all-star game for the NFL?
Thank God I edit this show. No, I want relegation for bad teams and promotions for good teams.
Yeah, the thing that'll never happen.
I know it will never happen, and I understand the reasons why it will never happen. And you will have to enlighten if this is as prevalent in the NFL as it is in the NHL and the MLB right now. There are teams that just should not be playing. Like, the famously bad White Sox season from last year, or the San Jose Sharks in the NHL. Like,
Yeah,
they
it
just
happens, but like the NBA is definitely more prevalent. Like Charlotte has been bad my entire life. Like I think they had Kemba Walker at a point and they were all right.
Yeah.
But I still don't think they made the playoffs. And if I think about like the Browns have been bad, but they've made the playoffs recently. Like the Baker Mayfield era, they made the playoffs. The Lions, who have been bad for a very long time, made the playoffs. But they also made the playoffs with Matthew Stafford and Calvin. So I'm trying to think. Like Tampa Bay was like the most losing franchise in NFL history, and then they went and won a Super Bowl with Brady.
Yeah.
So NFL, like teams can figure it out. The draft, that's the whole reason why we don't have relegation, because we have the draft.
Yeah.
If you want relegation, you have to scrap the draft.
Yeah.
Which then kills college sports.
I suppose.
So that's why it'll never work over here.
Again, I don't know if it sounds like football doesn't have necessarily that prevalent of a problem with it. There are some of those like losing bad MLB franchises, like the White Sox, like the Athletics.
Yeah.
The owners do not care about trying to make that team good, and like that should kind of be a prerequisite for having one of these teams.
Well, it's the fit test, the fit owner test.
Yeah.
That they do every once in a while, or that they are supposed to. I feel like they should do, like every 3 years. I think you should get fit tested, but they're always going to find a way around it. They're always going to figure out a way to be to look good for as long. And the thing in the NFL is so weird because everybody will say you can't win in the NFL with one player, but do teams just luck into like generational players and then just start winning? Like we've seen 3 in the last 5 years, like extreme examples. The Texans were horrible. They drafted C.J. Stroud. They won their division and made the playoffs. And I want to say they won a playoff game, but I might be wrong. Cincinnati was bad for a very long time. You could say they were successful with Andy Dalton, but they never won a playoff game. They made the playoffs, they made the playoffs. I don't want to say regularly, semi-regularly, but always lost. Andy Dalton has no playoff wins. They got Joe Burrow and went to a Super Bowl. Washington drafted Jaden Daniels and went from a laughingstock to one of the hottest destinations in football and made it to the NFC Championship.
Yeah.
So, and I know the other thing is those are all quarterbacks. Seattle was a kind of nothing franchise. Not a nothing franchise, but, like, weren't really doing anything in the 2010s. Even in the 2000s, they really weren't doing anything with Matt Hasselbeck and stuff. They drafted Russell Wilson in the 3rd round. Again, another quarterback, but not a top 5 pick like all those other guys I just said. I want to say Russ was either a 3rd or 4th round pick, and they won a Super Bowl. They went to 2.
3rd round.
Is he a 3rd rounder? Yeah. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. So it's like you can be bad for a long time and still figure out a way back to the top.
I think there's also obviously it's still adding one piece to the puzzle, but I think there's ways that piece can connect to different parts of the game, especially a leadership position.
Yep.
And how that can change the complete dynamic. I don't know. And maybe it's because I deal with the sport where that lack of competent ownership in some franchises, I don't even want to say lack of competent ownership, lack of drive for the owners to actually make the team good is just prevalent and is felt a lot.
Yeah.
Versus, and I think about that a lot more, maybe because we have such a good owner. I don't want to say a good owner. An owner that will open the checkbook.
Is there a salary cap in the MLB?
Nope. There's not a salary cap nor a salary floor.
I was like, that's why.
Yeah, that's part of it's also an issue.
That you get rid of that fixes your league. As much as people don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
Salary cap is the reason to get. A salary cap will balance a league no matter what, and I don't care what anybody says, because you can't. I don't think you could show me an example where it doesn't. No. The NFL is, as much as Kansas City wins, and we haven't had the same 4 teams make the championship games. Probably in a long answer. Like there's been no repeats of like the same 4 teams getting there. The same yes, the Chiefs keep going there, but the Chiefs also have the best quarterback in the league, the best defensive tackle in the league. Like they have the best at multiple very important positions.
Yeah.
That's why they continue to get back.
Yeah.
And the Patriots did it forever. And the Patriots, as much as they won 6 Super Bowls, they went a decade without winning. They won their first 3, went a decade, then won their second 3. So, the salary cap will fix your league if it's not competitive. And I 100% stand on that. It just makes super teams not exist. The good teams have to then draft well and develop well and be savvy with their money, not just go after the best players and just throw them an incredible size of a bag.
$800,000. It was more than that. Was it $80 million? What was that Juan Soto deal that just happened?
Yeah, he went from where to where?
Yankees to Mets. Well, I had one number right.
It's $800 million, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's what I thought because I knew it was incredible.
I said it and I was like, it's got to be more than that. I forget how many years was it. That's something that the MLB
15 or 10?
15.
Yeah.
That's something else the MLB is obsessed with right now. These high money, long-term deals.
NFL did it too.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes got I want to say a 10-year deal. I don't know. It makes sense somehow. I know in the NFL at least it alleviates the cap hit of the quarterback position, but I don't in no salary cap league. I think that's why I don't care about baseball because I have no hope. Here, let me say this, and then you tell me if I'm wrong. If one of the big teams in baseball doesn't win, anybody else winning just feels like a Cinderella run. If it's not like the Yankees or I can't even say the Red Sox because they haven't won in fucking forever, have they?
They won in. It might have been 10 years ago now. It might have not.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one I'm talking about. But it just feels like if it's not the Yankees, it's a Cinderella run. If it's not the people who just pay $1 quadrillion.
So I agree with you, but I disagree with you. I think, and I'm looking this up. Yeah,
Or the Dodgers. The Dodgers, too.
2018 was the last Red Sox World Series win.
Okay.
There was also a 2013 one. There was the 2018 one, too.
Okay, yeah,
I think there's more big-ticket teams than what I think you're giving credit to. What you're saying does make sense, and I think it does amount to about half of the league does feel like a Cinderella run every time. But also, I don't think those teams, with the exception of that Cleveland World Series appearance and the first Phillies World Series appearance that just happened in 2022, none of the teams got far enough to...
How many teams are in the MLB?
30.
Less than half of them have championships.
Is that true?
Yes. I have all the winners right here. And there's 14 different teams that have won. Orioles have 3, Twins have 3, White Sox have 3, Cubs have 3, Braves at 4, Tigers at 4, Pirates at 5, Reds at 5, Giants at 8, Dodgers at 8, Athletics at 9, Red Sox at 9, Cardinals at 11, and then obviously the Yankees with 27.
Okay. You have missed a bunch of teams.
How?
Well, one, the Phillies have 2, and you didn't mention them at all.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was a list of everybody who has 3 or more. My apologies.
You know what? I will then give you credit, because here are the 5 teams. The Colorado Rockies, the Milwaukee Brewers, the San Diego Padres, the Seattle Mariners, and the Tampa Bay Rays. The Mariners had a really insane season recently. I want to say it was also 2022, where they then met the Yankees in the playoffs and went something like 18 innings in a game. Or maybe that was the Astros. They hit one of the teams, and it was feeling like oh my God, why are the Mariners here? Like, this is such a weird end. So, you do have a point in what you're saying. I just don't think it's as many teams as you think it is that gets that connotation to them.
Yeah, I didn't even know the Marlins had 2. I thought they were dog water.
They just had a World Series, not a World Series. They had a postseason appearance in 2023. I should know. I watched the Phillies beat them live.
I was gonna say, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But I just want to hate on baseball, man. Your sport is just really boring to me. The fact that there's one, this is the issue. There is one team with 27. So you could take second place and double it, and they still wouldn't have as many as the first place, which is crazy. The NFL doesn't even have that. We have the Patriots with 6.
The NFL only hasn't even had 60 Super Bowls yet.
Yeah, because I
Like,
get
that's the
okay.
problem.
No. You're right. Because then if we go back to the NFL championship before the Super Bowl, I think the Bears have like a gajillion, and I think the Packers have a gajillion.
So many of those that 27 are from the beginning of the season.
I forgot that we
yeah,
separate the history in the NFL.
Yankees haven't won one since 09. They've appeared, but they haven't won one since 09. Like, they were just there last year, but they didn't win.
Basketball is then probably the best to look at. Boston only has, 12? Or no, they have 17. Yeah, but because they just won. So Boston has 17. LA has 17.
And then the NHL just doesn't make sense. Because the championship is older than the league. Which is fucking awesome, by the way. Like, it doesn't make sense in this conversation. I love the Stanley Cup. And I love it being older than the NHL somehow. It's goated.
I wish I could get into hockey. I just can't follow. Oh, the Warriors have 7. Because they have 4 with Steph and then 3 before that. Then the Bulls, Spurs. Wow, that's crazy. So the Celtics have 18. Los Angeles has 17. Then you get 10 drop off to the Warriors. Then you drop by 1 to the Bulls. Another 1 to the Spurs. Then there's there's 3 teams with 3. With Philly, Detroit, and Miami. Then there's 3 2s with the Knicks, Rockets, and Bucks. And then there's a bunch of 1s. There's like Cleveland, Atlanta, the Wizards, the Thunder when they were the Sonics. Portland has 1. Dallas has 1. The Baltimore Bullets.
I know about them.
Yeah, they folded in 1954. What did they? I thought they became the Wizards.
I did too.
So then the Wizards have 2. Kings have 1, Raptors have 1, and the Nuggets have 1. Wow. So the NBA is not the place to look. Suns have 0, Jazz have 0, Brooklyn has 0, Orlando has 0, Chicago... What? I'm not looking at this. This is pissing me off. Because there's like teams that have turned into other teams and folded, and they're pissing me off. Fuck this.
Well,
what is this conversation about? I tried to make fun of baseball, and I just realized my sports suck too.
It's just going to be that way for... All these leagues are so old now that it's just...
It's
like the NHL, the Canadians have whatever large amount of Stanley Cups win it is, and their first one is in 1915. Like, it just happens. And the older these leagues get, especially when you have teams that have been around since the start, like, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
These leagues aren't adding teams the way that they used to, and they're not gonna. I mean, the NHL just added 2.
I know everybody was talking about expansion, the NBA and the NFL. I would love for an NFL team to be international.
Yeah.
I would love for like a Mexico City.
That's the only...
Or a Toronto.
That's the only expansion I want in any of these leagues. Is give me some nonsense. I would love a Tokyo MLB team.
Actually, no, I take that back. If NBA needs to have a team back in Seattle, that's what we need.
Yes.
We need the Supersonics back. You need to bring back the Supersonics. And what the Thunder should do is just give them back all the history. Is what they should do. They won't. It's what they should do. But yeah, we need one back in Seattle. I am tired of teams going to Vegas.
Same.
I don't need more Vegas teams, even though what's the
Athletics are moving.
No, no, I didn't know that. That's a crime. Oakland should never lose another team ever again.
Well, they don't have any to lose, I don't think, now.
What do you
Unless
mean?
they still have their NBA team.
No, what? They're not the Oakland A's anymore.
No, they're moved. They're gone.
They already left.
Yeah, their last season was last season.
That's disrespectful.
This season,
Oakland is the most disrespected city in all of sports.
No, you want to talk about disrespect? Their new stadium in Vegas isn't done yet. They haven't. If they broke ground, they just broke ground. They're playing in a fucking AAA stadium in Sacramento.
That's horrible.
Instead of just leasing the Oakland Coliseum for a few more years. Like, it's already disrespectful that team moved.
Yeah.
Because...
I'm sure it wasn't making money, but...
It was during its last season, because it was the last season.
Yeah, bro. The fact that I don't like that the Warriors moved out of Oakland and into San Francisco. I hated that the Raiders left. The Raiders are the most Oakland team of all time. Yeah. The Oakland Raiders are perfect. And the fact that they're in Las Vegas, nobody cares. And that's why they suck. And that's why as a franchise they suck. And they've been bad since they've been there, and they'll continue to be bad. Sorry, Courtney. One of my buddies' fiance is an Oakland fan, is a Raiders fan, but I think she would agree with me with what I just said. The fact that they're not in Oakland is disrespectful. Yeah, I want to. That's what I want. Give me an NBA team back in Oakland, and give me an NBA team in Seattle, and give me a football team in Oakland. The Oakland. How do you not love Oakland? Oakland. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm different. Maybe people don't agree with me, but Oakland is just like a sports city. It feels like to me.
I mean, not anymore.
I know not anymore, but that's crime. That's a crime.
Yeah. It's wild, and it's wild that
There also should be a rule that you can't have more than one team per city.
So I can only think of the 3 MLB teams. I don't know about the other sports.
Okay. New York Giants and New York Jets.
Yeah, okay.
LA Rams, LA Chargers.
Okay.
They're in Vegas.
I don't know. That feels
That should be enough.
I don't know. It feels fine to me. It feels like if there are 2 cities that...
Now for the they put it in a different city. San Diego Chargers. Give me back the San Diego Chargers. I don't like that there's more than one team for a city. Because it just... One, it makes one team the B team. Automatically.
That's true.
Basketball. The LA Clippers, LA Lakers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, the Nets... The Nets are... Like, it's the New York Knicks and then the Brooklyn Nets. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. But...
And the Rangers and the Islanders are kind of nice because the Islanders are actually more Long Island than New York City.
You know what's funny to me?
What?
The New Jersey teams are always just New Jersey. The New Jersey Devils, they used to be the New Jersey Nets. I guess we just don't have any good enough city names. I also probably wouldn't have a major sports team in New Jersey.
What are you going to call them? The Newark Devils? Like, nah, the Jersey Devils.
Kind of.
No.
Yeah, we don't have any good like Trenton. The Trenton Tritons would go crazy. That would be a crazy NHL team. The Trenton Tritons.
Trenton has... They're not...
If it's not a major team, I don't care.
What was the name of their one? It's like an MLB draft team. It's like the Trenton Thunder or something. Like, It's a cool name team.
Yeah, like one team per city. Spread everything out. Give me something in Canada. Give me something in Mexico. And Seattle has to be back. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I give agreement. Maybe that's because I have a soft spot for Seattle.
Seattle basketball is amazing.
So yeah, that's all I hear about. It's not all I hear about, but like I'll be in the Kraken stuff, and every once in a while basketball will come up. People are just like, man, fuck them for taking the Sonics from us. And it's like, people, why did they take this team if people love it so much?
Yeah, well, it's just because the guy who bought the team wanted to be in Oklahoma. Oklahoma City, or for some reason, I can probably for the taxes are probably different.
Okay,
getting out of Washington, I'd assume. I have said this, and I will put it on the internet, and I will be held to it. If the NBA does do an expansion team and it goes to Seattle, I will no longer be a New York Knicks fan.
Ooh.
I will be a Supersonics fan because if they, I 100% believe this in my little child brain. If they existed when I was a kid and when I got into watching basketball, they would have been my team. 100%. So I will go back to them now. I just didn't have the chance to pick them when they existed.
Yeah.
They have like one of my favorite teams ever is the Sonics team that went to the finals against Michael Jordan with Sean Kemp and Gary Payton. I love those guys. I have a Sean Kemp Sonics jersey. I wear it all the time. I don't wear it all the time because I love it and I don't want it to get hurt. But like I have a bunch of Sonics jerseys. I have like Kevin Durant as a rookie. He was the last rookie to be a Supersonic before they moved to the Thunder. You can see. I think there's a picture of Russell Westbrook getting drafted on draft night, and he has a Sonics hat. But they moved to Oklahoma that year, and he has always worn a Thunder jersey instead of a Sonics jersey. I will go be a Supersonics fan. 10 toes down. Basketball in Seattle needs to come back. And everybody said they even asked KD at All-Star Weekend this weekend. They asked a bunch of players, where would you put an expansion team for the NFL for the NBA? And he said, Seattle. What would you call them? The Sonics.
What do you mean? What would I call them?
Yeah, I love KD and I hate KD. I hate every decision KD has ever made for his career. But God, do I love watching him play basketball. It's just poetry in motion. But God, I don't like any of his decisions. Especially, like, you go to the Warriors after they beat you in the conference finals, right? Then you go there and you form that super team. Then you win there. You win 2 there. I think you won 2? Yeah, he won 2. Won 1? I don't know. But he won. Doesn't matter. Got his championship so that nobody could talk to him anymore. Yeah, I think they won 2. And then they lost to the Raptors, right? I think so. I'm not sure. So he goes there, wins 2. Then he leaves and goes to Brooklyn. If you're there, I now I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but I would have just stayed in Golden State, win as many as you can. Like I don't know how much that Warriors team would have or could have lost. Like they fell apart against the Raptors because they all got injured. Come back next year, I guarantee you they win. They even won. Golden State won 1 when he left. After he left. So it has to be 2. Because they won 1, then they lost LeBron's comeback, then he gets there, I think they win 2, they lose to the Raptors, and they win again, so KD has 2. I don't know how I got the Kevin Durant from Seattle and Seattle from expansion teams. Okay, I can follow how we got here.
I just let you go sometimes.
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. I love talking about basketball. I love talking about basketball. I love talking about football. And I love talking about everything else that comes with that.
Yeah.
And then you bring up baseball, and I'm sleeping.
I know. And it's funny because, like, I don't even necessarily, like, sometimes to make sure I hit everything, I go over the player stuff in the actual game.
Yeah.
But, like, I'll try to pull it on, like, actual inner workings because it's, like, the same fucking thing. Like, oh, yeah, expansion teams. You know New Orleans doesn't have a baseball team? I feel like they could fuck with a baseball team.
Yeah, they have.
Or a hockey team, honestly. New Orleans just seems fun. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it is. Because they have the Saints and they have the Pelicans.
Yeah.
They used to have the Hornets, and then they left. I don't know if New Orleans is never necessarily a sports town.
Just feels like...
But it just feels like a place that could use a sports team. But I feel you. I understand what you're saying.
Don't take someone else's team, though. If we're doing and adding an expansion
Yes, just put an expansion team.
Then that's where it should go. Don't take someone's team. We don't need to do that. I hate taking teams. I don't like it.
You know what city I want to have a sports team again? And they probably have a baseball team, but I don't care about that. I'm specifically talking.
I mean, I'll let you know.
Football. St. Louis.
St. Louis
I
does have
miss.
baseball.
I know the St. Louis Rams were bad. Like they were never good when they were in St. Louis.
Yeah.
But I love the St. Louis Rams. But a lot of people love the LA Rams because that's what they were when they were winning everything.
Yeah.
And I want to say they were in St. Louis when Warner won. I think that's right. When Kurt Warner won his championships there, they were in St. Louis. I like that. I like St. Louis. I just remember most of it was, is that Jeff Fisher, I want to say, was their head coach? He was bad. They were bad then. That was the Sam Bradford Rams. But yeah, I want St. Louis to have a team. Seattle needs a team. And if you're going out of the country, I think Mexico City is the perfect place to put a team. The Mexico City Aztecs, that shit would go crazy. Those uniforms would be dope. What?
Hold up. Are they still going? Or are they still... I think I found your UFL team.
What?
The St. Louis Battlehawks.
The Battlehawks?
I was looking. They do have... I knew that they had a baseball team. They also have an NHL team.
St. Louis Cardinals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Cardinals. And then the Blues are there.
It's the UFL is the name of this league?
Yeah.
I need to look at the teams. I need to see if I can find them. Holy shit, it's just a sword with wings. Bruh. But they have a team in Seattle.
Oh, I forget what their Seattle team name is.
Sea Dragons.
I do. Their teams are insane, and I love it.
Arlington Renegades, Birmingham Stallions, boo. The DC Defenders, Houston Roughnecks, that's a crazy ass name. Memphis Showboats that is a NFL street, NFL blitz type of team name. Michigan Panthers is the worst name. San Antonio Brahmas, I'm sure that's something that people understand that I don't get. And the St. Louis Battlehawks.
That would be The Rock, because he's the Brahma Bull. And he...
Owns a team?
Yeah, that team came from the XFL, which was owned by The Rock. So...
Their uniforms have won me over.
Okay.
Seattle Sea Dragons are my team. It's because they just have the University of Miami. Jim Zorn. Oh, was their head coach. How about that?
That's fine. I can gun for the Sea Dragons. That's fun.
Those are my boys. Oh, wait, are they an XFL team that doesn't exist anymore?
No, are they? I don't know what the active UFL... I know that was a XFL team.
No, how do they not exist anymore? I'm devastated. So now I have to pick a different team?
Okay, well, let's look on the UFL's website to see what teams are currently active.
Who are the Seattle Seawolves?
They're not UFL. I don't know.
I know. Oh, they're rugby. Is there only like 6?
There's 8 teams. There's 4 that came over from the USFL and 4 that came over from the XFL, which is wild because one of the USFL teams was an XFL team. So
I might have to pick the Memphis Showboats then.
Yeah, that's one of the USFL conference ones. That's fun. Memphis is fun.
Yeah, Memphis Showboat. The Showboats. I love a good showboat, bro. I love that people hated Ocho Cinco and Steve Smith and T.O. Get your popcorn ready. What a great catchphrase. I love T.O. The greatest receiver in NFL history. I said it and I'll stand by it. Terrell Owens.
That's almost as good as it's Showtime.
What?
Shohei Ohtani. It's his thing. It's
Showtime. That's kind of... I love that, actually.
It's not bad. It's pretty good.
I love that.
It's one of those, this would be really embarrassing if he was a terrible player. Luckily, he's the greatest of all time.
Lucky he's Luka Doncic.
How's he doing?
He was struggling when he got there. I think somebody made, I want to give credit, but I think it was Nick Wright who said it on, is his show First Things First? I'm not sure. But Nick Wright has a show with Joy Taylor and Amani Acho and all them. Or Chris Broussard and a bunch of people. He's a sports guy. And he said it was the first time that it looked like Luka's confidence had been shook. Even when he came over as a rookie, he never looked like he was out of his depth. But I think it really affected him getting traded because I think he prepared to retire a Dallas Maverick. And apparently, Dirk. Now, do you know who Dirk is?
No.
Dirk Nowitzki is the Dallas Mavericks legend. Won their only championship, beat LeBron's Heatles, the Heat with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. They came in and beat them in the 2011 finals as massive underdogs. And that's Dallas's only championship. And Dirk was there his entire career. He never went to another team. And he's foreign. He's from Germany. So Dirk's last year is the year they draft Luka. They play together, and it's foreign white guy. We draft another foreign white guy who's amazing. And it was going to be the continuation of the Dirk stuff into Luka. And apparently, Luka and Dirk were very close. And when Luka got traded, apparently he called Dirk a bunch, and that was very distraught. And it really shook him, is what he said. And I can understand it, and I want to say I believe it, but I'm not going to talk on somebody else's mental health like I know who they are. But he finally, and even he said he just finally dropped a 30-point game, 30, 10, and 7, I think was his scoreline. And he said to the lady who was interviewing him, and I'm sorry I forgot her name, but he's like, I'm finally feeling at home, finally settling in, finally feeling myself again. So he's going to start probably tearing it up for the Lakers and being great. But it's happy to see Luka enjoying basketball again. And it's funny that Anthony Davis is now out for a month or two after they said they won. Luka's conditioning wasn't good. I hope Dallas misses the playoffs. I hope they're horrible. I really do. I think it's disrespectful what they did to Luka Doncic. So,
I mean, I like hearing Dallas doing bad in most things. But not as much as I hope New York does bad. But not as much as you hate the Packers.
I hate the Packers. Oh, I hate them so much. Oh my gosh, we didn't talk about it. Aaron Rodgers doesn't have an NFL team, and it makes me so happy. I hate that guy. I hope nobody picks him up, and I hope if they do, I hope he's horrible. I hope he's terrible. And I hope that team puts all their hopes on him, and they fall apart, and they go 5-12, or whatever you gotta get. I hate Aaron Rodgers. But not as much as I hate the Packers.
So why does he not have an NFL team?
Because this is funny. So, Aaron was in New York with the Jets.
Yeah.
He had showed interest in coming back and playing again. They gave him a list of, these are the things we don't want you to do, and these are the things you have to do if you're going to be the quarterback for this team. Because we have a new head coach. They hired Aaron Glenn. It's like a new regime coming in. A new GM, too, because I think they fired their GM halfway through the year.
Ooh.
They said, you have to come to mandatory OTAs and mandatory training camp. There's no miss because last year he missed it. He went away on like a darkness retreat or something and didn't show up. And he said, and you can't go on Pat McAfee's show anymore. Because he was on Pat McAfee's show once a week. Going on there, just talking like he wasn't a quarterback in the NFL. Like, I think, like, and I have nothing against Pat. And I understand why Pat has him on because it booms his numbers.
Oh, yeah.
But Aaron shouldn't have been talking the way he was talking.
Yeah.
And I think that's just obvious. And whatever, they're silencing me. Yes, shut up.
No one wants to hear you speak.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. There are people that want to hear him
Yeah.
speak. It's like, you're a quarterback. You're supposed to be a leader. Go be a leader.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you, if he was still back in Green Bay and Greg Jennings went on every week and complained about how Aaron didn't hit him on this route and didn't do this or didn't do that, he wouldn't like it. So, man, fuck Aaron Rodgers. That's all I gotta say. I'm done.
10 out of 10.
I hate that guy.
But not as much.
But yeah, so they gave them to that. He said no to that, and then they released him. They cut him. Fucking bozo.
Well, at least now he's free to go on the Pat McAfee show every day.
Yeah, he ain't got much else to do. Fucking jackass. I want him to go back to the Vikings and complete the Brett Favre career path. Because that's what Favre did. Favre was at the Packers, then went to the Jets and was really bad, and then went to the Vikings and was actually pretty good. I just want him to do that and go to the Vikings and then be horrible. Because Brett Favre is a better quarterback than Aaron Rodgers. Nobody agrees with that, but watch the tape.
Man, I wish I hated a player the way that you hate.
I hate Aaron Rodgers. I just want to beat this shit. And you know what sucks? You know what's crazy? Brett Favre is actually like a horrible person. If you look at anything that he's done post-career, I still like him more than I like Aaron Rodgers. That's all I have to say. I hate Aaron Rodgers, bro. Oh my gosh. And you know what it is? I'm just salty. Like, I'm just upset because he's just made my life miserable as a Bears fan. It is purely what it is. That's all it takes. I hate him. Okay, I'm getting in a little. I'm just repeating myself that I hate Aaron Rodgers and I gotta stop. I'm all about positivity. I love bringing people up and holding people up, unless they wear green and yellow. Fuck the Packers.
Who knew that the best a show ever did at making their villain dislikable to Tanner was having them be a Packers fanatic? Shout out Vlad Plasmius.
I don't know what that means.
He's from Danny Phantom. It's the bad guy from Danny Phantom. He loves the Packers.
Yeah, he does. He wears the cheese head, doesn't he?
Did you know that the Packers won the very first Super Bowl?
I do know that. They have the first three-peat.
Yeah.
They have the last NFL championship,
Yeah.
and then the first two Super Bowls.
Who'd they beat in that first Super Bowl?
No. I know this.
I know. I'm looking it up because I don't know it. Oh, how about that? I definitely did not know that.
This sucks. I know the Jets won Super Bowl III, and then I know that they won the first two. Is it the Chiefs?
It is the Chiefs.
It's the Chiefs, yeah. It's Len Dawson. Len Dawson and the Chiefs. Yeah. I did that the other day. I did all the Super Bowls all the way up to current with my dad, naming who was in them and who won. I did that the other day. That was fun.
Yeah.
I want to say I got like 75% correct. There was a couple that I was like just off on. Like I have an idea. I would say my worst decade was the 80s. The 80s was my worst decade in guessing. Even though I feel like that should not be. But, because I feel like I killed the 60s and I killed the 70s. Alright, what else do we have on the Darnell docket?
The what?
Darnell docket was a defensive tackle, I think, for the Cardinals.
I'm going to talk about something I'm really excited about that you're not going to care
I'm back.
about.
No, I'm locked in.
Okay. Well, it has to do with NXT, and it
I'm
has
locked
to
in.
do, and it has to do with TNA.
I'm locked in.
Okay. big meaty men slapping me.
No, I'm kidding. That was actually a joke. I am locked in. Let's up.
Moose crossed the line. He is the TNA X Division champion. He crossed the line into NXT to stare down the NXT champion Obafemi. You know, the guy that I think you'll really like.
You keep saying that.
Yeah.
If he's not Tony D'Angelo, I don't care.
Tony D is also very good. They stare down. Moose is the X Division champion. It's a big championship showdown. It's an example of, during this TNA and NXT crossover contract working relationship, there's been a lot of fun mid-carders crossing the line. This is an example of, like, two blockbuster main eventers are about to feud across both brands. And they did when Obafemi showed up at Impact 2 days later.
Okay.
To stare down with him. Oba participated in then the tapings for Impact the next day, showing that he'll probably be on Impact throughout the next month or so. And the rumor is that it was confirmed on Impact, but Impact is... confirming things on Impact tapings can be a little wonky if they don't say it outright into the microphone. Graphics can be changed, commentary can be changed, depending on what they need. It looks like the current plan is for at Roadblock, which is a special episode of NXT on the road to WrestleMania. It's March 11th at the theater at Madison Square Garden. It's going to be Obafemi versus Moose for both the NXT Championship and the TNA X Division Championship. Now, I don't think that will happen. I think they will change that to just be for the NXT title. Only because I don't see a good resolution for that match. Unless TNA is comfortable with having Oba hold the X Division title. I don't think WWE is comfortable with having Moose hold the NXT title.
Yeah.
Or they'll do a non-finish, but I don't want them to do a non-finish. I want someone to just win.
Yeah.
But, also to give them credit, we're recording this on Monday, February 24th. Tomorrow in NXT, Moose is defending the X Division title against Lexus King. It's just a cool thing if he's going to come over and compete live on NXT. The Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff, who are currently the TNA Tag Team Champions, are crossing the line to NXT to wrestle No Quarter Catch Crew, who you famously don't like.
I only like one half of that crew.
I mean, there's 4 of them, so...
I only dislike 1/4 of that crew.
The rumor is that it seems like they're going to set up a feud with Fraxium, Nathan Frazier, and Axiom, who are currently the NXT Tag Team Champions. I would personally like that to go down at Roadblock, just because that's a match I want to see, and it's a show I have tickets to. But, again, who knows? There's definitely a feud going on there, so it's just a lot. It feels like we're leading up to a blockbuster NXT versus TNA thing, instead of just some mid-carders cross the line here and there. And It's been that way both ways. You know, we get some cool surprises like JDC, who's in the WWE as Fandango, popping up in NXT. And then your favorite people ever, No Quarter Catch Crew, get to pop up in TNA.
Yeah. The, what is it? Joe Henry doesn't have a belt? Joe Hendry, not Henry.
People like to throw this in the face of, like, well, TNA gave you Joe Hendry. When Joe Hendry crossed over, he was feuding over the TNA digital media title, which is their tertiary title.
Okay.
So, like, yes, and it was when his popularity started to supercharge and blow up, so NXT capitalized and put him in a match with Ethan Page for the NXT title. He is now the TNA World Champion. He won that at the beginning of the year.
Okay, so he was the world champion when he was in the Rumble.
When he was in the Rumble, yeah.
Okay.
But again, like, that's the Rumble. Like, that feels like something that WWE would have made happen.
Yeah, I know.
The relationship was there or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, he came out with the world title during the Rumble. He had won it like a few weeks, or like a week before.
Nice. Love Big Joe.
Yeah. He's cool. He is doing all of his stuff in TNA. We'll see if he sticks around when his contract expires, because he seems like someone that WWE is very interested in. Another Jordan Grace situation.
Okay.
Where it's very clear WWE wants this person when their contract is up.
Yeah.
And TNA just can't match the numbers. TNA won't, sorry. Let me put it that way. TNA is owned by a big multimedia company. They probably could, but they're not going to.
Yeah.
And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. They're content with being the same size as NXT. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you don't have to be the size of WWE.
Yep.
Tony. And it's okay. It's okay.
Never have, never will.
I mean, yeah.
No.
It's okay with being number 2. It's okay with being number 2 if you're comfortable in being number 2. It's okay. You're not going to sell it. It's okay. You don't have to try to sell out the NBA and NHL arenas every time when it's clear that your weekly TV is not going to. It's okay to do the smaller arena. 9 times out of 10, the smaller arena ends up being a better show anyway because the crowd that shows up are super into it. And then the TV comes off better. I don't know. AEW, here's Here's a fun little tidbit for you. AEW normally starts really cooking once the NFL season ends, because then Tony Khan's not preoccupied.
Oh yeah.
It just randomly started getting really good, and I was like, well, what happened? And everyone on the Reddit thread is like, are you new here? The NFL season just ended. He's not worried about the Jaguars right now.
Yeah,
I'm
the
like,
Jaguars are bad.
oh, that makes sense, doesn't it? Because
so bad.
maybe he should just defer his Jaguars duties and just focus on the rest of the company he owns.
Yeah, maybe put somebody else in charge of the damn Jaguar.
Why does Jacksonville have an NFL team?
It is the... I know you say that. I love that Jacksonville has an NFL
Isn't
team.
Jacksonville also like one of the most populous cities in Florida or something?
I think
compared
so,
to the other
yeah.
ones. Like, I think I remember looking this up because I thought that, and then like all of the others, like the Miami and the Orlando, they're like such tourist destinations.
Yeah, the fact that Orlando
actually
doesn't have a
there.
football team kind of is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Because what do they have? They have Tampa. They have Tampa
they
Bay.
got Tampa.
Tampa Bay. They have Miami, and now they have Jacksonville. The fact that Orlando wasn't that third team is crazy. That it's Jacksonville and not Orlando, but I'm fine with that.
I mean, I don't think Orlando doesn't have a baseball team either.
They have the greatest theme song in NBA history with the Orlando Magic, Orlando Magic, Orlando. Bro, you gotta play that in this episode. It's a banger.
I don't think I can.
Oh, they're not gonna do anything. They love that people use that shit. Yeah, hit. They'll win a game. They literally, in the stadium, they'll win a game. They'll be like, hit the music! And then somebody will hit a button, like a player will hit the button, and then that song just goes off in the arena. Bro, it goes crazy. I love the Magic. They're one of my secondary, I want to see the Magic do well. Mainly because when I got into basketball, Dwight Howard, you know Dwight Howard, was the guy. Or was my guy. I love watching Dwight.
Yeah, he was dancing recently.
I love Dwight. Yeah, on Dance with the Stars, yeah. I love Dwight Howard.
So this was discussed last week. I don't remember if it was on air. You've never been to MSG?
I have never been to MSG, no.
Is it like a price thing or?
No, I don't go to live sports events.
Oh, really?
Very rarely. I just went to my first basketball game last year. I went to go see the Sixers play.
Okay.
I've seen the Union play once. I've been to Chicago versus Minnesota in Minnesota. At the best stadium in sports. That is the best stadium in sports. Hands down. Bro, it was -10 outside. It was 85 degrees inside the stadium.
I mean, that's fantastic.
Bro, it was sick. And it's beautiful. It's super nicely laid out. That is amazing. I've been to Lincoln Financial to watch the Eagles kill the Bears 45-7. And then I've been at what is Citizens Bank. I've been to Citizens Bank. I've been to Wells Fargo. I've been to Fenway. I saw the Sox play. And is that it? And I said, I saw the Union. I've seen the Union at their stadium. I do not know what the Union Stadium is called.
Subaru Park.
I've been to Subaru Park, and that's all I've seen. I'm just not a live events type of guy. I would go if I could. My parents just never went. They were never going to and then as an adult, I just haven't gone because it's I don't know. Most of the time, to me, I think it's because the live events I did go see as a kid were baseball, and I hated them, and they were just very, very boring. And then watching a football game in the stadium is different, and it is sick, but I'm forced to go to the Eagles Stadium, which I think is bad.
It's okay.
Lincoln Financial is not that good of a stadium.
It isn't great. I feel like I am nicer. I feel like there's two reasons why I'm nicer to Lincoln Financial. One, it's Philly, and I'm biased. Yeah. Two, I've been to what is arguably the worst stadium in the NFL, and
where's that?
Cleveland.
You don't like Cleveland Stadium?
Oh my god, it's so terrible.
Is it bad?
It's very bad, yeah.
What, would you go for a wrestling event or something?
Yeah, I went for SummerSlam.
Okay.
So and then also there's that too. When I went to Lincoln Financial, it was for WrestleMania, possibly one of the best nights of my wrestling fan life.
I'm scared to go to Soldier Field, which is the Bears Stadium, because we're officially the oldest stadium in the league, and I'm like, oh, is this going to be bad, or are we going to be well kept? And I'm hoping it's just middle of the road. Which I think Lincoln Financial is middle of the road. But and maybe I'm just spoiled because I went to Minnesota's, which is the best stadium in the league. So
no, I think I agree with you.
Yeah, it's either that or SoFi. SoFi is the Rams Stadium, which is the newest stadium, I think.
Yeah. The Titans are working on theirs, aren't they?
I think. Do we care about the Titans?
I like stadiums.
I like.
I don't care about
I like
Titans.
football teams that have teams in a city, not a state.
Like, I don't care about the Titans, but, like...
I actually do like the Titans. Let me take that back. The Titans are sick. Because the Titans used to be the Oilers, and the Titans have a bunch of players that I really liked. Steve McNair is probably my favorite quarterback of all time, which is a Titans legend, so I can't say what I was saying.
Let me put it this way. I like events that take place in big buildings.
And Tennessee Stadium is big.
Yeah, I was saying, and Tennessee Stadium is about to be very big building, and like WWE already wants Mania there when it's done. So like,
okay. So
there's like a handshake deal that if it's done by a certain time, Mania is happening almost immediately. But
okay, that's sick.
It needs to get done on time, and it doesn't look like it is. I don't think, but
yeah.
like,
and
also Nashville is close enough that I feel like I could really make that happen versus Vegas or New Orleans. Maybe New Orleans. We don't
New
know
Orleans
yet.
you can make happen.
Like we're thinking about it.
New Orleans is.
That was another thing. WrestleMania 42 was announced for New Orleans. That's 2026.
New Orleans.
And like both New Orleans Manias, which was 30 and 34. 34 was not a good show. 30 was a good show, but both of those Manias, the weekends are like legendary.
For what? New Orleans?
Yeah, for like the WrestleMania weekends are considered legendary. That like there's just a way that the city is laid out, a way that all the event spaces are, that it just. And like I think Philly did an excellent job, but New Orleans is just held in such high regard. It was one of the ones where it was like, oh, they're going back there for a third time within the last 12 years, and no one's really upset.
Nice.
Everyone's like, yeah, it was dope. Let's go. Like,
yeah.
Unlike when they went back to Dallas, and everyone's like,
Dallas Stadium is actually really nice too.
It is.
Superdome. It is pretty nice.
Superdome is New Orleans.
Yeah,
AT&T Stadium is Dallas.
That's not what Dallas has always been called, is it?
Yeah, I don't. Maybe not, but it's what it's been called.
Cowboys Stadium name. Has it always been AT&T? Maybe it had. Wow. Okay. Then I've just lived my entire life thinking.
So the old Cowboy Stadium was called Texas Stadium.
Yeah. Okay.
But this is a new stadium that replaced it.
Yeah.
Nothing's
better than a Dimmadome.
Doug Dimmadome. Oh, where's Dale Dimmadome? WWE really likes AT&T Stadium because it's like the highest capacity.
Yeah. Jerry made sure.
Yeah. So they like being like over 100,000 people, and it's like, like it can.
Yeah. Jerry Jones. As much as I hate that he gets involved in footballing operations, he's a great businessman, and he can act. He was just in Landman. Good show. And he did a good job for what he was there for.
Yeah, just the big thing was Moose and the Hardys coming over. That was the big thing for NXT. Like, NXT has other stuff cooking. And Julia's great. Stephanie Vaquer is amazing. Like,
I know that name, Vaccaro.
Stephanie Vaquer is defending against Carmen Petrovich, otherwise known as Lady with a Sword.
I like Petrovich.
NXT's developmental. These gimmicks get to be basic. Thank God. And then we get to see him evolve. Like Tony D'Angelo gets to be introduced as Italian Mobster. And then can evolve to
Gandolfini?
Godfather parody levels of excellence.
I love him. I've never seen him, but I know I love him.
You need to see his. However, it just showed you his entrance.
No.
Okay, we're gonna do this right now. We're gonna do it live.
Live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. I'll watch NXT.
He's cut it out a little bit, but that part where he takes the belt and goes like, he used to do specifically this.
Oh, the hands.
But now he's got the belt, so he's got to he's got to ham up the title. He's been in NXT for a while. He was one of the NXT 2.0 editions,
which I remember you hated.
The initial rebrand was really weird, and I don't know if I really liked how NXT 2.0 did business, but those first few weeks were like heroin. Like it was all of these old black and gold people that my son-in-law loved need to go, and the first month or two was spent sweeping all of them out and introducing a bunch of new characters. They introduced 50 new characters within the first 5 weeks.
Whatever happened to Nikita Lyons? Is she just hurt, or is she controversially gone?
She's controversially there.
Oh.
She's doing stuff. She's on TV.
Is she okay?
No one cares.
Is she just not good?
She's just not good.
Okay.
But she's in development.
She's just extremely attractive. Is that what we're telling me?
The last thing Nikita Lyons did that I enjoyed was a small little character work piece. So there's this guy, Ashante the Adonis. His gimmick is that he is a ladies' man, and that's the gimmick.
I love that.
And he was flirting with Carmen Petrovich, who has the women's North American title shot at, I think next week. I think tomorrow she gets the shot. And they were flirting, and the entire thing was that he's like trying to court her, and she's just like, yeah, you really like me, that's why you're fucking around with other girls, right? That's why.
Oh no.
And it's just it kind of sucked, but it was kind of really good. It's one of those things that I feel like a lot of people dislike because like this is wrestling, and I'm like, yeah, but it's NXT and it's going to be a little bit of
Extra,
a soap opera,
yeah.
and I'm okay with that. Like that's what
that.
I come here for. One of my favorite NXT segments is a wedding. Like I don't know, like that Index wedding is phenomenal. So
Okay, so she's just doing
finally we get to a point where he's like proven himself a bit, and they're like, oh, it's really nice. And then Nikita Lyons comes around a corner going to medical and just goes, hey Shante, I didn't get a text back from you last night, what's up? And then leaves, and Carmen gets pissed off, and it's like Nikita Lyons literally showed up just to instigate. And I'm just into that character. It's what Carmelo Hayes does on the main roster too. He's just an instigator. I love Carmelo. It's so funny. She's popping up doing little things here and there. She's just not good.
Okay.
But like it's NXT, so she doesn't have to be amazing. But like she's just mid.
I saw again this morning my favorite clip of wrestling ever.
Oh no.
It is I don't want to get them wrong. What are the names of the Street Profits?
Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford.
Oh my god, I don't remember. I can't. Wow, it's my favorite clip of wrestling history, and I cannot tell you who's in it. It's when Montez Ford comes down the runway, and he just. Who does he sneak up on? Who is it?
I don't remember. I know what you're talking about, and they does like the. It's Dominic, isn't it?
I think it is Dominic.
I think it's Dominic. Street Profit sneaking up on Dominic.
I think I have it here.
And he does the.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite thing that's ever existed. That's my favorite clipping of wrestling history. I fucking love that shit.
That's almost... I do love that one. I don't think I love it as much as Keith Lee pouncing Adam Cole into the crowd. I assume you've seen that one
Bouncing
too.
Adam Cole?
Pouncing. Like he just... And Adam Cole flies.
Yes, yeah.
It's so good. Oh.
His nickname's the Bearcat, right? Keith Lee?
It was...
It was at a point.
Briefly on... That was the bad era of Keith Lee in WWE.
Yeah.
That was when Vince got his hands on him and wouldn't just let him be Keith Lee. And, like, I don't hate that they called him Bearcat because it was a throwback reference to, like, one of the first mainstream black pro wrestlers, which is cool. But, like, you then didn't let him be Keith Lee as well. And, like...
Yeah.
And this was before we caught COVID. So, like, this is before we had the excuse of he slowed down. Like...
Yeah, poor Keith.
Like, let the man work.
Yeah. Ugh.
He's probably one of my biggest...
I hate that you've turned me into a wrestling fan.
I remember back when you were resisting it. I think Dane was like, no, it seems cool. I really want to get into it. And you're just like, I'm just afraid I'll like it too much.
Bro, I've said this since I was, like, in high school. I was born to be a wrestling fan. And I am so thankful that I wasn't. Because I already have too many nerdy things about me that make me so not cool. Imagine me. I would have had every belt. I would have had so many action figures. I would have been doing all the wrestling moves all the time. I would have talked about it nonstop. I would have found the other wrestling kids, and I would have been one of them. And I probably would have had bad hygiene. I'm already a Smash Brothers fanatic. I'm already a Smash Brothers fan. So I already dodged one bullet of not being a smelly, stupid kid. If I would have been a wrestling fan too, it would have been over for me.
You don't see me when we're getting ready to go to these shows. I'm like running around trying to make sure I'm not. Like I'm just like it'll be like hour. It'll just be like, oh, we're going to Raw and it's like in Philly. So like we're leaving at like 5 or 6 or whatever. It's 3 o'clock. I'm like I'm running to grab you.
Don't want to be that guy.
I refuse. It's like making sure like I get my outfit together like a week before. It's like, oh, this is the shirt and pants I want to wear. Make sure they're washed. Like just I'm not gonna be that guy. And the problem is that I run into those guys all the time.
Yep.
Not just at the wrestling, like everywhere.
Oh, you want to hear something funny? And I think my dad will be fine with this. This is a story about my dad.
Okay.
Not about my dad, but... So, I was in a thing when I was a kid. I was in a club called ACE. It's called the American Coaster Enthusiasts.
Okay.
My dad was into it. And then he got me and his wife into it. And they had, like, limited events for amusement parks all over the country, all over the world. But I used to go to Cedar Point, which is a very large amusement park, one of, if not the biggest amusement park on the planet. Like Six Flags. I remember when I was smaller, they had ones for Storybook Land, King's Dominion, what is it, Cedar Point.
You said Cedar Point twice.
No, I didn't mean Cedar Point. I meant, oh my gosh, Dorney Park.
Okay.
Dorney Park. All kinds of places. Canada's Wonderland. All kinds of places. Six Flags Over Georgia. Any place, any amusement park you can think of has probably had an ACE event.
Okay.
So me and my mom have this joke that Dad always finds his friends while we're on these trips, or more off that his friends find him. Just imagine like the most nerdy, weird adults, single dudes, or like dude that found him as a woman that are so like locked in to what's going on, like they know all the backstory, all the behind the scene news, and they just look like all they do is go to amusement parks. And they will gravitate to my dad. It's like they see him, and then they'll slowly start moving towards him, and then they'll just start talking to him. And my dad's one of the nicest guys I know. He won't not talk to him.
Yeah.
So one time we were in line, and they started talking to him, and they were in front of him. They were in front of us. They were talking to him, and me and Christine were like, let's just not move. Let's just let them go and walk and see how long it takes for Dad to notice that we're not with him anymore. Bro, they got like 70 feet away in the line, and then my dad finally looked up and was like, wait, where are my wife and son? Bro, and it's every time. I've been to like 50, 60 amusement parks in my life. And there's multiple times. That was like what we did. That was our thing. It happens every single time, without fail. The weird, nerdy, loner, white dude who still lives in his mom's basement, that type, that exactly what you're thinking about, just gravitates to my dad and they become best friends. It's so funny. And it never didn't happen. And my dad's wife will be like, you need to thank me every day that you didn't turn into that because you found me. It's so funny. Oh my gosh.
And you thought we didn't have anything to talk about.
But so this was the first week where I was like, damn, I really don't know what the fuck to talk about, and we cooked.
It's just, it's like,
how long have we been recording? What, for like an hour and a half?
Yeah, hour and a half.
Jeez.
A lot of that, I'm sure, is cut material, but
who cares?
yeah, it doesn't matter. I go through it, pick what I can, pick and choose.
But leave a 5-star review.
Oh yeah, that nonsense.
Likes, subscribe. Turn your bell on for all your notification needs.
That's all YouTube stuff. This doesn't go up on YouTube,
I
but
know,
you know.
but I don't know anything else.
Follow us on Spotify or Apple, or wherever you're listening to this podcast. Be sure to leave us a review, whichever numbers it is. I think they're all star based, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. Spotify is leave a review, right? You can leave a review on Spotify now, right?
Yeah, I think you can leave a review on all of them now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Follow us on the Insta. There's that link in the doobly-doo.
The doobly-doo.
Yeah, I'm not John Green, but I sometimes want to be.
Hey, I disagree wholeheartedly, but I feel you. Is he the one that likes Wimbledon?
Yeah. But not as much as you hate the Packers.
I hate the Packers.